quite a bit of wind about, as I've previously mentioned. I hope this doesn't give us bad audio. Over to you, Mr. Hey.
What do you think about this recent coup, sir, to topple Mr. Corbyn, the elected leader of the Labour Party?
Well, basically, Corbyn's kind of like a Michael Foot figure, isn't he? An old school socialist.
Which appeals to a lot of the membership base.
Absolutely, but you've got these absolute fucking pricks like Hillary Benn who shit all over his father's legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Demanding us going into Syria and wanting to get rid of Corbyn, and you know, the complete antithesis of what everything his father fought for.
Yeah.
You had him and his backbenchers who basically have globalist interests at heart, and the interests of the corporations and the banks, and they want Corbyn gone because Corbyn's kind of not the man for them, really. He won't do them any favours.
Well, he's a blur art, isn't he, Ben, and that?
Yeah, he's...
You've got this fucking Angela Regal, I'm going to go up against Corbyn. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. If you believe that you can do it, stand up against him.
I mean, there was a 10,000 people in London supporting Corbyn, but you won't see much of this on the news because they don't want Corbyn as well, because they're just basically a mouthpiece for the corporations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and the government and the shadow government. You know, so they don't want that. They want Corbyn gone because basically the fella isn't a fucking psychopath, he's not a sociopath, and he has empathy, and in modern politics there doesn't seem to be much fucking empathy, you know what I mean?
No, sir. You know, I mean, that takes some doing to get no confidence from your MPs, but they admit that if they put it out at party again, you know, party membership, you'll easily get in on a landslide again.
Yeah, it's
who should leave, really?
Well, basically, you know what I mean, it just shows you politics, and can we really have much faith in this system that doesn't allow what doesn't appear to have room for idealists.
What's been really good, I think, with this Brexit vote, so it's ripped the veneer off British politics, hasn't it? Laid it bare.
Yeah.
No, anyway, sorry.
No, we are in very interesting times, you know what I mean? We're out of Europe. I never thought we'd be out of Europe, even though I voted out. You know, I was going to go to the betting shop and put some money on that we stayed in, but for pure cynical reasons that I didn't think we'd get out.
Oh, man.
And but we did do. You know, Conservative Party's in turmoil, Labour's in turmoil, you know.
Scotland are crying for it to go out, aren't they?
You know, it's a very interesting time, you know, and I don't know where it's going to pan out, but apparently though I've heard that since we've left Europe the gold and silver have shot up, you know, and all this this doom George Osborne was kind of predicting, and was all kind of theatre and scaremongering to make everybody vote in.
Stay in, yeah.
But we're out, and I'm glad we're out. You know what I mean? I hope Corbyn stays, because I felt a bit sad when Corbyn actually was pushing the Remain vote. It's like Mad Dog Maiden said. He said you could see it in his eyes that he didn't really believe what he was saying, and it was like either he was press ganged into it to keep in the party line or whatever, or he'd been threatened into it.
Unfortunately, because you've got a lot of blur arts in his party,
you know,
his MPs, he's got to go with it, you know.
Yeah. That's
sadly one of things, but to turn around and blame him afterwards is wrong. They're just all looking for somebody to blame.
Yeah, absolutely. It's any reason to have a go at him, isn't it? You know what I mean?
And you look at that map panned out, you got Scotland, Remain.
Yeah.
All northwest and everything, northeast, fucking leave. Little bubble in London, Remain. And alright, one or two. Did Manchester themselves vote for still?
I'm not sure. Right.
Well, what it proves is where our money's been going.
Yeah.
And we've been getting nothing. Us crappy little northern towns, as we've been called.
Yeah.
We've been getting nothing, only shit dropped on our doorstep.
Absolutely. You know, and now they're saying everybody's racist, but we're not. So fuck them, basically. And you know, more power to Corbyn's elbow, and fuck the EU.
Well, he actually said the day afterwards they should have triggered Article 50 and got on with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not do what fucking Cameron did, which is fall on his sword and take his ball in because he didn't get what he wanted. You know, but then again, has he done that? Has he been a sacrificial lamb for buy us some time because they'd no plan B?
Well, basically, I think Cameron hasn't. I think Cameron's been forced to resign by whoever's in charge of the government. Really, is not very fucking happy, and you know what I mean. Well, I hope that. There's a paranoid side of me that thinks that kind of like Brexit is part of the overall agenda, in the sense that it's caused more division than anything I know. I mean, people are at daggers drawn, have been deleting each other off Facebook, saying I voted in, you voted out, you're a cunt, I'm never going to speak to you again, and all this carry on.
The only thing I will say, if it be cynical, I think the rest of Europe will push for, or the powers that be in Europe, which is like, you know, your big 8, the founding members, they're going to push for that to become one state as quickly as possible, without borders and without governments.
Yeah.
You know, because they know fear everybody's going to clamour to exit.
Well, basically, that's the whole point of Europe, isn't it? A one world government, one world army, which NATO is the precursor for. You know, I've mentioned this all the time, a one world currency, amongst other things. But, well, we'll call time there anyway, Mr. H.